Coming to Ghana has been a life-changing experience, and I would encourage anybody who ever has an opportunity to do so.
I would encourage those who have not made the journey home to make this journey home.
Yesterday, they felt the pain of history. They stood where the stories ended. But today, Ghana showed them something different. Not just pain, but identity.
And I felt the spirit of our ancestors so heavy.
I'm standing on the land of my ancestors.
On their 4th and 5th day, they visited the Assin Manso, a place known as the last bath. And this is where many took their final steps before being taken away forever.
I'm leaving a better person with the experiences that I've had so far. We're here now at the last bath, which is incredible. We took the journey down to the river where they took our ancestors.
Some stood silently while others looked into the water.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favour and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Africa, rise up, Africa. Voices rise from coast to coast, telling stories we need most. Truth and power, clear and strong. Africa's heartbeat in our song. Bold and free, telling our history, our destiny. From the village to the city light, we speak the truth, we shine so bright. Leaders rise, the people stand. Change is moving through the land. Hidden stories come alive. Africa's spirit will survive. Kweku Africa, bold and free, telling our history, our destiny. From the village to the city light, we speak the truth, we shine so bright. Africa. Oh, Africa, the voice of Africa.
So nice meeting you. Oh, victorious, we shall bring glory to the school. Go united, go harmony. Victorious, we shall bring glory to the school. Go united, go for harmony. Go victorious, go God is our God.
One. Bold and free. I want some more energy. Telling our history, our destiny. From the village to the city light, we speak the truth, we shine so bright.
So the next one we're going to do, it talks about
Leaders rise, the people stand. Change is moving through the land. Hidden stories come alive. Africa's spirit will survive. Kweku Africa, old and free, telling our history, our destiny. From the village to the city light, we speak the truth, we shine so bright. Africa, oh Africa, Kweku Africa, the voice of Africa.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلوا على النبي الكريم.
that building was funded by the Portuguese.
On their 4th and 5th day, they arrived at Assin Manso, a place known as the last bath. And this is where many took their final steps before being taken away forever. But today, this place is no longer just about the loss. It's about remembrance and connection. Some stood silently while others looked into the water. And some just tried to understand what they were feeling.
Hi, I'm Sharita. It has been my honor and privilege to come home and just experience something that I have never experienced before. To witness what my ancestors have gone through, to walk the path that they have walked. It is like no other experience ever. I would encourage those who have not made the journey home to make this journey home, to see, feel, experience everything, all the emotions that come with it. It is not only a mental, spiritual, and emotional experience, but also a learning experience. So my plan is to encourage others who have not been home to come home and put it on your calendar. Make sure that you set that goal ahead of time and just continue to encourage them to come and experience all that we have in the last 4 or 5 days. So.
My name is George Redeemer from Fort Worth, Texas, and my perspective has changed significantly. There were a lot of things that we were taught in history and not taught in history, but coming back home here to Ghana, we've had a new, a refreshing perspective, at least from my point of view, on the African American and the Africans as a culture, and I feel like that I've grown from this experience, and I'm very grateful for it. And so I'm looking forward to going back home and talking to some of the friends and family and giving them and sharing with them some of the knowledge that I've gained here. And I will always be grateful, and I'm glad that I made this journey.
I am Amma, and this is my first journey back home. Initially, I had no expectations. I knew I was looking for something, but what, I had no idea. But upon coming here, number one, I was welcomed with love, and I felt the spirit of our ancestors so heavy. Since I've been here, I've experienced the cave castles where our ancestors were held before being sold and brought to America, and I just now took my last bath with a return. All I can say is it's undescribable how I feel, but the entire journey itself is worth taking because I questioned who I was as an individual, and immediately I got my answers. And so I want to thank our tour guides and just the opportunity that I came back home. I encourage everyone to try and take this journey. It is well worth it.
Because this wasn't just about history anymore. This was personal.
Hello everyone, my name is Tamara Adams and I'm on the Ghana and Lee Wedding Renewal trip 2025. I just want to say I came for a wedding renewal, but I'm leaving a better person with the experiences that I've had so far. We're here now at the last bath, which is incredible. We took the journey down to the river where they took our ancestors and beat them and prepared them to be taken back over to America. The Ghanaian people are great people. They're loving people. The food has been awesome. I've never eaten so much rice in my life, and I'm a rice connoisseur. But I mean, just the whole experience, just seeing our people in our land is just beautiful and awesome. And I will tell my brothers and sisters back home that they must come. They must come to the motherland. They must come see our brothers and sisters, because being in America is just not going to get it.
My experience has been very powerful. Just to know that I'm standing on the land of my ancestors and traveling the spaces that they traveled, it really just makes me even more grateful for the sacrifices that they made for us. And it also empowers me to have that same resilience and strength that they had. And I just can't wait to get home and share this with my other brothers and sisters and encourage them to also come and take this journey. It's unforgettable.
My name is Lawrence from Maryland, hometown Waldorf. Ghana trip I really enjoyed. I really didn't have any preconceived notions as far as traveling here, other than I wanted to support Ghana and Lee for their anniversary or for their resaying their vows. And in doing so, we were able to come and cover two areas, one for Ghana and Lee, and also my my inquisitiveness related to Africa. I've always wanted to come to Africa. This was the great opportunity for me. It didn't have to be Ghana, but I'm glad it was Ghana the first time. And being here, one thing I took away from this, and going to the dungeons and going to the last bath, was that it was more emotional than anticipated. Once we got to those locations, we were able to feel what a lot of folks reference the ancestors, and something we've never done, at least consistently in the States, address ancestors and how important they are for us. And coming here, I really felt that vibe about the ancestors, and it impacted me significantly enough to when I go home, I'll definitely start thinking about how the ancestors made their way for us. They made all the sacrifices for us. They gave up for us, just for us to be here today. And the other thing I took away from being here in Ghana, at least a new perspective, was that the Africans here in Ghana, they were impacted greatly from slavery as well. Not everybody was involved as far as capturing slaves and giving them to those the different countries that were supporting slavery, but the folks that really weren't involved, they were impacted as well. And they've always felt that level of, I guess you can call it guilt, related to how slavery transitioned all those hundreds of years. I never took it from that perspective as far as Africans having that guilt, but now I know. It really impacted them as well, and I'll take that home and definitely pass that on to my friends and my neighbors who have questions for slavery and how it impacted us in the States, as well as impacted the Africans here as well, or my countrymen, I should say, as well.
Coming to Ghana has been a life-changing experience, and I would encourage anybody who ever has an opportunity to do so. One of the most profound things that I experienced was going to Cape Coast. I've really felt the connection of our ancestors there, and during the libations, it really was impactful, and it's a feeling that I will take back home with me. Here in Ghana, the people have been just overwhelmingly nice and welcoming. Unlike sometimes in the United States, where we're not as friendly and sharing as we could be. We saw that when we were working with the kids, how they so eagerly shared everything that we offered to them. They shared with each other. There was no selfishness, but a lot of selflessness. This whole trip has been life-changing and impactful for me, and just the beauty of the country itself would make me want to return, and adding the people, the food, the culture, I'm Team Ghana.
But Ghana didn't just leave them there, because the journey wasn't just about looking back, it was about moving forward.